And I gotta tell you, this is pretty good, people. There's some other bikes on the market. You can't go up a hill this steep. Not bad. Look at that, people. Yeah, I'm digging it. All right. Back at Ben's Bikes, testing out another bike, the Kasen Kabbit. It's K-A-S-E-N, and then Kabbit like rabbit with a K. And this is a pretty cool bike. I'll tell you why. Because it's the same size as like a Super 73, like an aerial rider. You know, it's the 20x4 tires. It's got front suspension forks. But what I really like about it mostly is the fact that it's kind of like a bulletproof bike. Doesn't really have that many problems. You never hear about any problems. People don't really bring them in for repairs much. And it also has something which I really like, which is it's got it conforms to standards in terms of parts. So it's got Shimano gears. It's got a Bafang motor, you know, stuff that's made in Japan, stuff that is very interchangeable. It's got interchangeable handlebars. You saw in the other one, more of the BMX handlebars. It's got the Bafang motor. It's got suspension forks that could easily be replaced. It's got tires that are pretty standard, 20x4. It's got quick release tires. Did you hear what I said? Quick release tires. So some of the other bikes, pain in the ass to take the tire off. Like, wow, what a freaking pain in the ass. This thing, you can just pop it off in a heartbeat, you know? Granted, for the rear, you might have to disconnect a couple cables, but, you know, it's not a big old chore, you know? It's not a mountainous task. So, anyway, I really like that. Like I said, it's got the hub motor, so it's not connected to the drivetrain, which just kind of makes it easier to service. But it does have gears, which is pretty cool. It's got 7 gears, and it's got this really cool color display. Hopefully you can see that, with a lot of information on it. It's just, you know, you see a lot of the monochromatic displays on a lot of bikes. This one obviously has a really nice dynamic looking display. So it comes standard with dirt tires, again 20x4, 20" by 4" wide. You can replace those with any other tires if you wanted to, but it has really nice tires. I don't know why you'd want to do that. A really nice dirt tread. Because it doesn't have full suspension, it's probably not going to be a very aggressive, what's up, man? It's not going to be a very aggressive off-roading bike. You're not going to be taking it off jumps. You're not going to be going in like really wild dirt terrain. But you can certainly take it on a fire road, on a gravel road, on a light, hard-packed dirt road, no problem. It does go about 20 miles an hour. Just so you can tell here, I'm about 210 pounds, and I'm going actually 22 on a straightaway here. Now I'm going down a little bit of a slope, so I'm going about 22, but about 21 on a straightaway. And you know, it's got decent enough torque. Let's see if we can go up some hills here. I'm going to keep it mostly on the street, although it does have dirt tires, like I said, so you can go in the dirt. We're going to just test out a little bit of a dirt hill here and just see what it's got, you know, in terms of its power up hills. So let's check it out. All right. Again, like I said, it's got gears, so unlike some of the other bikes that are 1-speed hub motor, you can use a little bit of pedaling in a low gear to help you get up hills and stuff, right? So I'm gonna actually put it in a low gear. It's in first gear, and now I can pedal, you know, and use the motor at the same time. So pedal assist, but in a low gear, so I can go up a lot easier. But we're gonna try without pedal assist just to go up this hill. And I gotta tell you, this is pretty good, people. There's some other bikes on the market. You can't go up a hill this steep from kind of a dead stop, throttle only, you know? So this thing has a decent amount of torque for a 1,000-watt motor. I'm actually quite impressed. And it's got like a nice cruiser feel to it, you know? You're kind of sitting upright, it's got the nice big banana seat, you know? But I tell you, I'm digging these tires. I'm very much digging these tires. It's got nice traction, you know? Yeah, so pretty cool stuff, people. Not gonna be going off any jumps, although you do see some pretty cool jumps up here. All right, whoa, man. Yeah, it's got some torque and it picks up speed pretty quick. So there's that. Let's see what we can do here. So now we're gonna test going downhill. It's got hydraulic disc brakes in the front and back, which is great. They're very sensitive, very good. Definitely slows the bike down without skidding much. And I gotta say, I'm not really feeling the hardtail that much, you know? Having ridden bikes with the full suspension, obviously, full suspension is very nice, but I will say, probably because of the big 25 by 4-inch tires, you don't really feel the bumps as much, you know? So that's pretty cool. Like, yeah, I just went down a curb, not a big deal. Yeah, so all in all, pretty nice bike. Ben's Bikes actually has it for $23.99, and he's got a lot of them. So that's what's cool about it right now, is it's really hard to get your hands on a lot of bikes. Super 73, Rad Power, Juiced, you know, a lot of those bikes are just really hard to get your hands on right now. This one, there's a lot of them. So it's easy to get your hands on it, and that's what's really important right now. You want a bike that you can get today, this week, you know? So, just something to think about. But it's nice and comfortable, man, I tell you. I was just talking to a woman that has a little girl, a toddler, and she straps her to her back and she puts her on the back of this thing. It's got a big long seat, so it works, and they ride around together, and it's just nice and comfortable, man. It's like beach cruising. But I love the fact that it's got the dirt tires, so you can go off-road if you want, you know? So it's got 48-volt battery. Didn't know if I said that. I'm gonna put it now. We're gonna test the pedal assist here a little bit. I'm gonna put it in higher gear now. So putting it in the higher gear should just be able to get me a higher top speed, you know? The low gear helps you get up hills and whatnot. But we've got it in gear 7, and we're pedaling, and we're pedal assisting. And yeah, I mean, it's good for like exercise, you know? Like, somebody the other day told me, like, if you want to get fat, and one of my viewers said, if you want to get fat, get any bike. Well, it's not really the case, you know? For people that, you know, don't want to kill themselves, especially in the heat, going up a high hill, or steep hill, excuse me. Somebody that's, you know, not, you know, in the best shape, right? Use pedal assist, you know, maybe a low pedal assist level, and you're still getting some exercise, you know what I mean? Especially if you go up, you know, some hills and whatnot. So, I don't know. I think it's kind of unfair to say that you're going to get fat on an e-bike, you know? I have a couple e-bikes, and one of them, my mid-drive, with a 750 watt mid-drive Bafang, I put it in pedal assist 1, and it just enables me to get up those higher hills, but I get tons of exercise on it. And I even use a heart rate monitor, and my heart rate goes up to like 130, 140 sometimes. So you can get exercise on these things. But I like this one because it's got the different gears. So it's got a lot of flexibility in how you ride it, you know? So let's do a little grass. See what that's all about. All right, put these little these tires to the test. So it's got Kenda off-road tires, which I can tell you are pretty cool because they have a built-in tire liner. Isn't that cool? Anyway, we're gonna go in grass and see how this works. So yeah, I've got some good carbon capabilities here. These tires are pretty good. I mean, pretty good tread, you know? And I'm just throttling it right now. Yeah, I gotta say, like, for the hardtail aspect, not really feeling my butt hurting that much. And I'm wearing just shorts. I'm not wearing like the bike shorts, you know, with the padding. So, I don't know. That's interesting. I would have expected it to be a lot harder on the tail, you know? Yeah, I'm digging it. All right, so let's go down here and see what that's all about. Come on now. Yeah, no worries. Hills and all that. Hills and a bag of chips, people. A bag of chips. Let's do a little sand. What do you think about that? Gotta get a little bit of a run here. A little momentum. See if we can go anywhere in the sand. All right, this could be total disaster. I don't know. Not bad. Look at that, people. Are you seeing that? We went like a good 20, 30 feet before I lost traction. Not bad. So, anyway, pretty impressive. I really want to find a big hill around here. I'm going to see if I can find one. But yeah, throttle only, it's listed at 20, but I seem to keep going 21, and I'm on the heavier side, so I'm going to say that 20 is probably, you know, on the low end. I think you can probably go 20, 21, maybe even 22, especially if you're on the lighter side, you know. So I know I shouldn't be on the sidewalk, but that's how I found where I found myself, so it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? All right, did we find a little hill? Yeah, we found a little hill. So let's try to do dead stop. We're in gear 5, and let's just see, how do I, all right, let's see what we can do. Dead stop, throttle only, and let's see what happens. All right, we're at 11 miles an hour. We're increasing speed, uphill, people. 15, 16. So not bad. I mean, yeah, it takes a little while. It's only 1,000 watt and it's a hub motor. It's not gonna have tremendous torque. But yeah, gets up this hill like with no issues whatsoever. Just takes a little bit. It's to be expected. But I tell you what, people, we're still climbing though. We're at 18 miles an hour, so not bad. So this display has speed. It has, you know, it indicates that your light's on. It says, are you in low, medium, or high? It's pretty cool. It's got like, the battery gauge looks like fuel. You see that with the green, the yellow, and the red. And it's got, you know, full and empty on it. But it also has the battery percentage. And then I guess it's showing you how many watts you're using, you know? So you can see what your output is, you know? And you can see if you're going uphill, throttle only, really steep, you might be like overdoing it on the wattage. And it shows you how, then you can then see how much battery you're probably gonna be using. And if you might, you know, burn out the motor or something, you know what I mean? So put too much strain on the motor, so. Do a little brake test here. Wow, pretty good brake test, people. I think stopped like really quick, so anyhow. All right. So yeah, the things I like about it, parts are going to be available and interchangeable. The bike is available now. It's not, you know, near 3,000. It's only the 2,400 range, so that's pretty good. I like that it's got a headlight, it's got a tail light, it's got the front fork, suspension forks. It feels really durable. I personally might opt for the more BMX handlebars. These are, I'm not a huge fan of these. I think they're a little tall and they look a little, I don't know what the word is. Not cool, maybe, I don't know what the word is. A little cheesy. But I think with the BMX handlebars and you know, I'd probably take the rack off the back. I think it looks kind of corny. That's just like my own personal preference. I kind of like the look of the red one I was showing you. But all in all, you know, you're getting a pretty decent bike for a pretty decent price, you know? So, I don't know if I found anything over here. Did I find anything? Can I go on a little off-road trail here maybe? I might be able to, people. I might have to like do some off-road in here. Can I do that? Am I gonna get in trouble? Nah, I'm not in trouble. All right, let's try this. Let's go a little dirt path here. We gotta do a little curb hopping to get there, but so be it, you know what I mean? All right. Here we go. All right. All right. Okay. Doing a little single track here. A little hard packed dirt. Just give it a little test, you know. Front forks work pretty well in terms of like absorbing a lot. Again, the tires really help. Is it ultra smooth? No, but it's not bad. You know what I mean? It's a hell of a lot better than, you know, no front forks, no front suspension forks. Not bad. Yeah, so this is the kind of ride you'd want to do off-road, you know? Hard packed, not a lot of big hills, not a lot of big bumps, not a lot of big boulders with tree knots or anything, you know what I mean? So this is what it's all about right here. You know, just a little bit of off-roading. You want to have a dual sport capability if necessary. So this is handling pretty well. These tires have good grip, you know, so. That was the kickstand, if you didn't know. It sounded like some other issue, but it was just a kickstand. All right. So you can check the bike specs online for range, but I can tell you the battery's not going down that much. So pretty decent range, you know? And again, riding these things, it's all about how much you weigh, how much throttle you use versus pedal assist. Do you gun it off a line? Do you accelerate slowly? You know, that kind of stuff. So, it's pretty big, you know? It's, in terms of its capabilities, it's kind of like a Super 73 S1, but this has the gears, which that doesn't. This has the front shocks, which that doesn't. And I can tell you, having ridden both, this one's a little bit bigger, a little taller and a little bit longer. So you have a lot of room, especially for a decent sized guy. I'm about 5'11", so I like having some leg room, you know what I mean? Wow, do you guys see that guy's driveway? That's pretty freaking cool. What if I tried going up his driveway? He would get mad. Probably, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Let's be real quiet. Maybe he won't hear us. Well, we're doing it, people. It's not easy. It's happening though. We're using peak wattage too. Wow, this is pretty impressive. This guy's lucky he's not in like the East Coast where they have snow, because this would suck. Wow, pretty cool. Made it up that. That's like a probably a 15-degree slope, people. Dead stop, throttle only. Man, if you were like a bike delivery guy, and you didn't have an electric bike, or you had an electric bike that didn't have enough torque, and you had to ride up this thing, I'd be like, I'd call from down here and be like, dude, your pizza's down here, and I would just leave it there. There's no way I'd freaking walk my bike up that thing, you know what I mean? So. Kind of a nice neighborhood back here. See with the no-handed test. See this? Gotta be able to do no hands. If you can't do no hands, don't buy it. Because no hands is a luxury, people. It's just nice, you know. Let's say you gotta fix your hair, you gotta get something out of your pocket, you know. It's nice to be able to go no hands. Right. I know exactly where I'm going. No. That was one hell of a freaking what do you call it? Driveway, people. That was a freaking crazy driveway. Good times, my friends. Good times we be having. Tell you, I just automatically look for trails no matter where I go. There are trails all over this freaking place. And we just went on a couple little trails. Isn't that something? We sure did. All right. Gonna do a little pedaling back. Just get a little exercise, like I said, right? Gotta get a little exercise out of this. I will say though, although I'm not a huge fan of the look of the handlebars, I do like that they're tall, you know? It just makes it for, you don't have to bend over much, you know? It's more comfortable. Is this guy gonna go, or what's happening here? Come on. 3 miles an hour. Painful, people. Come on, lady. Jesus. So again, not the most aggressive bike, you know? You're not gonna be tearing up dirt tracks on this thing. You're not gonna be doing major jumps, but it is pretty good for, you know, street riding, light trail riding. You can definitely go up some hills, move up that crazy freaking driveway. And you know, the front forks, shocks, you know, front shock forks really definitely help. Suspension forks. Yeah, so all in all, not bad. Pedal assist is pretty good too, you know, it's got the 5 levels. Level 5, you just barely pedal and it just kind of kicks in. Level 1, you know, it's just a little bit of help, you know. But then you use throttle and it kind of overrides all that. So regardless of what pedal assist level in, throttle's throttle, you know. So anyway, wow, look at that freaking car, man, a Corvette. Jesus, that's nice. All right, I think that's gonna do it, people. Anyway, something to consider. Good bike, it's available now. But that's it. Hope you liked the review. Thanks for watching. God bless. Peace out.